Section 12.4, adding polynomials. Let's take a look at a couple of these. So we're going to add a couple different polynomials together, things with two terms in them here. So we've got 4x plus 1 and 2x plus 3. And there's two ways that they're going to show you how to do this. The first is if you want to add them vertically, and then you just need to line up the terms. So take the first one, we write it, and then take the other one and write the similar terms together. And you know, this is really easy if they've got them all in the same order. It's really pretty simple. This is probably the easiest way. You can just go 6x plus 4. Or, you know, what we've done prior to this mostly has been adding them horizontally. And you can see they've color-coded, kind of like what I was doing, and just say, hey, here's my x's. I'm going to add those together. 4x and 2x gives me 6x. Here's my numbers, 1 and 3. That gives me 4. And I get 6x plus 4. Either way, I get the same value. I get the same answer. Whichever way you find easier is the way that you should do it. All right, here's another one. 3x squared plus 5x minus 9. So now we've got three different terms in here. So let's do this one horizontally. 3x squared plus 5x minus 9, x squared plus x plus 6. Now, if everything works out exactly the same, it's really simple. So what's 3x, and then we're adding here. What's 3x squared plus x squared? This would be a 1, so that would be a 4x squared. 5x plus 1x would be 6x. And negative 9 plus 6 actually would end up being negative here. So it would end up being negative 3. And if we want to go back over and do it horizontally, you know, we say, oh, here's one term and that term. Rewrite them over there. Here's this, you know, 5x and x. Put those there. And here's negative 9, and that's a positive 6. And put those right here. And then add all those terms together, and you end up with 4x squared plus 6x minus 3. So whichever way you find is easier to do, you know, go ahead and do it that way. All right, so find 7y squared plus 2y plus negative 5y plus 8. All right, so we're going to add these horizontally in this example. 7y squared. Are there any other y squared terms? I don't see any, so that one's pretty well done. 2y and y terms. I'm just going to underline those. And then numbers. So those are my terms that I'm going to put together here. So since there's only one y squared term, I'm going to say that one's done, 7y squared. Adding those two together, 2y plus a negative 5y would be negative 3y. And there's only one number term, so plus 8. And that's what they got, 7y squared minus 3y plus 8. And the next one, they've got find 6x squared minus x plus 5 plus 2x squared minus 3. And they're going to do it horizontally. So this is no problem. We write that out. But notice that this has no x term. So if we get that, you know, here's where the x was. We're just going to leave that blank. We're just going to separate it out farther. So now adding down, I get 6 and 2 is 8, 8x squared. Negative x and nothing is negative x. And 5 and negative 3 is positive 2. So my final answer, 8x squared minus x plus 2. All right, your turn. Try these two right here. All right, the first one looks like it worked really well to kind of just add them, put them here. I'm just going to put this one underneath, x minus 1. And 4x plus x is 5x. 3 minus 1 is 2. Whoops, positive 2 plus 2. So 5x plus 2. And over here, I still like doing it down better, probably. a squared, there's nothing, so we're going to leave that blank. Minus 3 here. 10 plus a 1 is going to be 11a squared. 5a and nothing is going to be 5a. And 7 minus 3 is going to be 4. So that's what you should get for a final answer. All right, let's look at this next problem. It's a little bit different. Let's say you have this triangle, and instead of giving you angles, they give you polynomials. How nice of them, huh? So for B, 2x minus 6, for A, x plus 22, and C is x. Now we want to figure out, the question is, what is the value of B? Okay, so we want to know this. But in order to figure that out, we're going to have to first figure out what x is, and then from that we can figure out what B is. I mean, if we knew that x was 10, for instance, we could say, oh, it's 2 times 10 minus 6. Well, so we got to figure it out. What we do know is that in all triangles, 180 degrees. So if I add all three sides up, A, x plus 22, B, 2x, we'll put them in parentheses because they like to do that, 2x minus 6, and C, x, that does not look like an x. Let's redo that. And it looks like that. And putting terms together, x is x plus 2x plus x, 4x. Okay? And then I've got numbers, 22 minus 6, plus 16. And we know that this is going to equal 180. And now we can solve for x, because we can subtract 16 from both sides, and we'd get 4x equals 164. To solve for x, divide both sides by 4, and I would get x equals 41. So the question was, what's B? Well, B was 2x minus 6, and if x is 41, it would be 2 times 41 minus 6. 82 minus 6 equals 76, if I do my math right. So there's my right answer. Oh, wait. There we go. All right. Probably wasn't a number 2 lead pencil, but it'll have to do. All right. So there you go. What I would like you to do, because these just take a little bit of practice too, let's go ahead and do 3 and 6. So do 3 and 6. Okay, hopefully you got 3h plus 4. Not too bad. 6g and negative 2g would give you 4g squared. Those would be g squared, it's not g's. G squared. And minus g and minus 3g give you minus 4g. And 3 and 1 gives you plus 4. So 4g squared minus 4g plus 4 for that one. All right, now go ahead and get started.